Efforts claims to be the co-chair of the Gateway 2 Innovation Conference. Elizabeth, is that true?
That is true.
What is the Gateway 2 Innovation Conference?
So it's a conference, a regional conference, where we have about 1,000 IT leaders from both St. Louis and the region. Spend the day getting together to just learn from each other, to get some different ideas about how to solve problems and take care of issues and get to know each other a little better.
People, when there's two trains of thought when you tell that people that St. Louis is becoming a IT tech hub. They say, you're crazy, and they move on. Or they say, yeah, you know what? There's some really interesting things going on. What is going on in St. Louis?
So it's amazing. It is really a growing hub. There's a great startup community here. And actually, we've got tech jobs rose 25% in 2013 alone, just in St. Louis. So, we've got...
Well, but that could go from like 1 to 4. So
it's not that small. No. But we have a really good startup community. We have a lot of smaller companies getting their start.
Right.
We also, while we don't have as many large companies as we used to, we've still got a number of large companies who have located their IT organizations here. Mm-hmm. So we've got a good IT base.
They tell me that the infrastructure is here. What do they mean by that?
So we have a great industrial infrastructure downtown. So even though it's not what you'd think of in terms of being, initially it was built for a lot of industrial factories to come in. So
right.
We've got great power. We've also downtown done a number of things to increase fiber and fiber optics that are necessary for a lot of these firms to be able to get in, get connected, and they have great connectivity downtown.
Right.
So
and also, real estate is cheap.
It is.
Right.
Real estate's cheap, labor's cheaper.
If you want to start something in Silicon Valley versus St. Louis, it's infinitely cheaper here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this conference, you're not only talking about what's new in technology and having more businesses, IT businesses come here, but you're also talking about things that are currently in the news and things that are going wrong with technology and how they can be solved and prevented, right?
Absolutely.
Excuse me.
We are. A lot of this, ideally, everybody wants to be on the forefront and not have to deal with issues and the breaches and all the things that we hear about in the news. At the same time, we have speakers that are talking about how they are creating new things to get in front of that and how security is so important, what we can do. At the same time, one of our keynote speakers tomorrow is General Russell Honore, who was one of the generals who came in and really helped clean up the mess that Katrina wrought in the New Orleans area. And he speaks on crisis management, which is one of those things you don't want to have to rely on that, but sometimes you need that, and it's important to think about that ahead of time rather than on the
anybody in the broadcast business can speak on that, crisis management. Is this for the tech people in town? Are the tech geeks coming in town for this? Who is this conference being put on for?
A little bit of both. It's primarily St. Louis, primarily local folks. We have about 1,000 attendees in total, but we also do have some local regional representation, folks from Chicago, Memphis.
Is it open to the public? Can people go and what should people know about this?
So if people are interested, it is open, but it is required that there's a fee, there's a registration required.
Sure.
So the website that has all the information is g2iconference.com, and folks can find all the information about our speakers and all the agenda items on that website.
What's the website?
g2iconference.com.
g2iconference.com. g2iconference.com. When is the conference?
Tomorrow.
All
One day.
All day.
Where is it?
Down at the Hyatt at the Arch, St. Louis Hyatt at the Arch, which used to be the Adams Mark.
Yeah, sure.
For those
Okay,
old-timers
good.
here in town like me.
g2iconference.com for more information, and you have room for people who want to sign up or
Yes,
go or
we
whatever
do.
else? Okay, good. And it's not just for a tech geek who wants to start the next Facebook. It's for any IT guys who are interested in learning about the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and learning from each other.
networking and so on and so forth. All right, good. g2iconference.com. Anything else, Elizabeth Efforts?
No, thank you.
All right, so I guess you are the co-chair of the Gateway 2 Innovation Conference here in town. Elizabeth,
She's an imposter, McGraw.
well, you have to check.
Of course she is.
Oh, and Mac Bradley brings in somebody. You always want to double check. You know what I'm saying? Elizabeth, have a good day. Thanks for
Thanks,
taking it.
McGraw.
All right, 7:50.